Flashpoint, Ukraine. This is a fantasy battle. By the late 1990s, relations between Russia and Ukraine had worsened. Facing economic and nationalistic pressure at home, the Russian government demanded Black Sea port rights from the Ukraine. Russians also insisted that the Ukrainian government turn over all potential nuclear weapons. Feeling that their legitimacy as a sovereign nation was at stake, Ukraine refused and mobilized its large army. The Russians struck swiftly, launching several strikes at various military bases and airfields near the border. Soviet special forces and the Ukrainians battled it out over an airbase. So, Russians versus Russians. I actually prefer to play with Russians. Although there are two missions, so we'll play with Ukraine this time. Russia then next time. So what do we have? T-72Ms, anti-air missile teams, rifle squads, which are few in men, but have an effective combat range of 10, and I don't see anything particularly wrong about the weaponry. Fairly small scale fight compared to what we've seen well, a long time. I need to do something about the 3 anti-air missile teams I have. I don't want these guys to react to a goddamn thing. BMP-2s, which have an autocannon, no longer a cannon. They have Spandrel anti-tank missiles and machine guns. These are more like the Bradley fighting vehicles, less missiles though. T-72M, still not the latest. Armor-wise, respectable. Shitty. Fire control is weak, but it's not terrible. Nothing particularly bad about any of these. They can't fire all that many times. Also, do I? Yeah, I think I better need to move with these. I'm trying to use the trees as cover. Okay, I think we're more or less safe where we're at the moment. It's a lot of buildings providing some cover. My biggest problem is that we have anti-air missile teams. So we have them. The enemy likely has helicopters. Possibly. Anti-air probably has around 10 shots, right? So again, don't fire a goddamn thing. Don't want you to reveal yourself. Is that it? Little RPG teams. Well, this doesn't really matter. Infantry we're going to keep more or less where we find it. The question is, what are we going to do with the mortars? I'm thinking we probably want to smoke around the initial locations, especially this one. I don't know what the Russians have. here. This will also allow my tanks to move into position, hopefully. And of course you sons of bitches fire. I don't understand why. I gave you a strict rule not to fucking fire, and immediately they start firing. So what the hell is the point of that range limit if no one's gonna follow it? Havocs. Yeah, they don't have really forward armor 20. That's heavy. Autocannons, rocket pods, anti-tank version. Yeah, these are tough. Holy shit, there's a huge amount of infantry being dropped here. T-72AB. It's a different version, but I don't know what's different about it. I'm assuming it's better because it's a Russian version. Or Soviet Union version, or whatever. DMB-3s, yeah, again, better version. It has an autocannon and anti-tank 10 stabber, and much heavier armor and additional cannon. So we are basically facing superior versions of our own units. That's basically it. Okay, infantry first, otherwise there's a good chance those tanks are not gonna be able to do anything. These guys are gonna be sacrificial no matter what we do. I just don't see them surviving. I could smoke this. I think the air units will probably see through smoke anyway. But I still think it's probably the best chance we have to getting something effective done. Because they've now dumped the infantry, so next thing is what they're gonna do is drive the vehicles there. Especially if I can neutralize the infantry a little bit, that could go a long way really. My goal more or less is to make sure that the vehicles don't have the infantry support when they arrive. See how well that works. Chance to hit 2%. I don't really see why I shouldn't fire. I mean, he can already see me. Set firing range for the current unit. No one fucking follows the firing range. At least it ignores it for helicopters. Might not ignore it for other units. It could be, again, because the system wasn't initially built to consider such units, so it's basically ignoring them. Either way, I feel it's a problem. Maybe if I put it to 0, it would basically refuse to fire, or neutralize the weapon specifically from here, make it inactive. I don't know. There's very likely some way to do it. However, these guys are pretty much dead now. What weaponry do these have? They've dropped their troops already. Yeah, they can pretty much kill all my infantry. They can spot them too, so yeah, we have to fire even though we're gonna die, like, most likely. Right, they don't give a shit. We have maybe a lot. Yeah, we have around 4 missiles in total, so we're gonna lose these no matter what. I guess I'll need to just take the shots, although let's try this. I'll put the range at 0. I don't see how we could possibly win this. The helicopters alone will be a huge pain in the ass. They can take down all the tanks, and it never will get to a point where we're going to fight against their armor. We technically have anti-air capabilities, but in reality, what we have is no way a match for their units. But we need to get into position fairly quickly. Not sure what a good position would be though. Might have to go and face the paratroopers. There's really nothing here holding them off. APCs would be good enough, plus they have infantry inside. I think I'm just going to hold these off. They're unlikely to. Well, this might be worth actually firing with. Might be better to fire at the infantry though, because there's a huge amount of them stacked right on top of each other. Yeah, there's like a half a dozen teams that got hit by that. Routed, retreating, routed. Right. Not much else we can do. Might be able to shift the bombardment. I mean, I'm not sure if the smoke is actually our best bet. Whatever. Realistically, could I target something here still? I might be able to use this. I think we have the 0 chance really to counter the helicopters, but we might be able to neutralize the special forces infantry groups right now by a couple of anti-air gunshots. Retreat, you fools. Okay, not bad. Still a decent amount of infantry coming our way. There's not all that much I can do. Spotting any helicopters? Yeah, we could. I'm not sure if I want to shoot at that. It's very far away. It's way beyond the halfway. Over half. Jesus fuck. We can accurately more or less shoot at half distance, and that's target is beyond that. So I'm not sure it's a worthwhile thing to shoot at, especially since we have like 3 missiles in total that we can use. So we want to more or less protect the units near the airfield, so they can kill some enemies. These are best apparently used to get rid of the infantry. Any chance to shoot at helicopters, maybe? No. Well, you shoot what you can. You shoot what you can. We could harass the anti-tank version. I'm not sure that's a horrible idea. It's not gonna hit, but no, we need to counter the infantry. It's gonna be I can't accurately do anything to the helicopter, but the infantry is something that I might be able to do something with. And it's paratroopers. Paratroopers has the minor problem that there's very few actual units in each squad. So if you get a few good hits, you'll neutralize the entire squad. I don't want to bring troops here because the anti-tank helicopters can see everything. But I need to get these units in position. Alright. Okay, they're probably gonna come right through here, so once they start showing their face around here, we need to actually be able to do something about them. Just don't know if there's a good place for us to really be in. I feel like the helicopters are complicating things quite a bit here. I could position myself fairly well if they were not an issue. Now that I have to take them into consideration, there doesn't seem to be a place where we can basically the problem also is that we do actually have to take a position and sit there soon, otherwise we won't have the shots to defend anything against anyone. Now this is not good enough. Not sure if these are the greatest possible places ever, but we're gonna have to take them. Keep retreating, my friend, no point staying here. And that's more or less it. Yeah, and the smoke disperses enough that I'm hoping they waste their missiles on shooting these. We drove one helicopter off the map. I'm thinking we should probably start bombarding them with the mortars if we can. It's not gonna be amounting to much, but it's still something. Can you shoot at a... That's what I thought. Direct fire with the mortar is gonna be more effective. Right, this way we can suppress them. Their effective combat range probably isn't all that long either. So I'm hoping the mortars can more or less suppress them. That's all I really need to do. Out of ammo. I have one. We need to get the hell out of here. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. It's not like their APCs and other units are something that I can just easily keep ignoring. They're very tough. Better than what I have. And soon their BMPs are gonna come out. Yeah. I can't stay here. I'll just die. How the hell can I still see it? Oh no. Okay. Don't think I want to even shoot at the paratroopers. Problem is, you gotta do something. I can't do anything in these positions. Six tanks. I'm inclined to hold my position even though they might not be the best ones, because I need the shots. I can have at best two where I'm currently at. That just is not good enough. And I think that's probably the best we can hope for. You see an extra target. An extra infantry squad. Yeah, I don't care about the infantry squads. These are not within the range. The mortars can suppress them. It's probably infantry I can use to suppress them further, so... Yeah, I don't particularly care what they do. Right, doesn't seem like I can do all that much. I have routed units all over the place, and no one can do anything useful. Right. Just click next turn, hope for the best. Can't believe it wasted its shot against infantry. At the same time, I'm glad, because these guys are worthless anyway. They're route it and damage the point that it's no longer useful to me. So if they want to shoot at them, by all the means shoot everything you've got. I don't care. We're worthless teams anyway. This one has a shot still, but he can't shoot for some reason. Can I shoot at a helicopter? Absolutely not. Direct fire is better than indirect fire. Survivors disperse. BMB shooting at us is not too big of a deal. Even if we get suppressed to all hell, I'd rather them shoot at us than something useful. Alright. Still, they have like 4 okay squads. The rest are to the point where if one of them dies, a single guy in the squad dies, they cannot move anymore. Yeah, keep firing at it. I will die soon, but can't be helped. What about here? Ooh. Not sure what we could reasonably do. Some of our are getting our 3rd shot, so that's something. This can probably see infantry. Right. So BMPs might be the only ones that could see something else. I think they'll see infantry, right? It's just fine. But you need to do anything now. Fine, everything's fine. That's basically what's happening. I don't see us being able to effectively defend against shit. Ooh, that's an important kill. Not bad at all. We aren't exactly doing well. However, we don't have a huge problem either, and that's actually more suppressing. It's more surprising. They should be able to do better against us. Survivors disperse. Right. So what exactly can we do? Anything new? Ah, this guy can't shoot the missile because shooting the missile is a 2-man operation. 1 man has already died, so yeah. We have an effective range of 8. Little no helicopters. Fair enough. We should be able to do something with infantry now. it's absolutely vital that we can turn this into a infantry fight. Which I am not sure we have any way of really doing. Can you shoot at an helicopter? No. The infantry is not necessarily getting close, but we might have to do something about it soon. Probably sees infantry. I don't want to waste a single shot on the infantry. We have 6 high explosive anti-tank. So not a huge amount of shots. Right, so what exactly are we gonna do? The enemy certainly sees us, so we'll have to do something. Don't think we can do anything. We can't really escape either. We have a single shot to just get something done. I think in many ways it might be best for us for basically not to do anything. I just don't think that'll work. But if we do anything, they'll see us. They probably spot us already though, because of the goddamn helicopter. So it's a gamble to not do anything. But at the same time, not sure what we effectively do. I might be able to kill him. We'll have to retreat after we've shot though. Yeah, it's the anti-tank weapons just don't work at these ranges. You just can't get around that. Yeah, they're destroying the rifle squads, no problem. The helicopter is the fundamental problem. As long as it's there, there's no real hope of trying to stay remain hidden. Yes, we killed something. Well, that's at least a genuine benefit. They are wasting their time on these. More importantly, they're letting their tanks sort of to getting through, which allows our tanks to take them on one at a time. We're only interested in shooting ready squads. Ooh, we could fire twice. Might not be a horrible idea. However, there's still the helicopters here, so it would be a horrible idea to save the few shots we can do. We have 4 shots remaining. For the helicopters. What about Mr. Strela team? Any chance of targeting a worthwhile target? No. Holding out hope. We could probably neutralize both these squads with a single shot. Or not. Everyone likely sees the same infantry squads. Right. Okay, there's really no point in not holding back with their fire at this point. Infantry neutralization is our priority. They must see me. Although, why haven't they fired at me then? Also, my anti-tank weapon is not gonna hit them. They're so terrible, so I think I'll just take my chances again. Not sure have I fired upon something. We're just gonna hold out here. I've waited, you dumbass. Kill it! Yes! Infantry did something good. A single kill like that will delay them more than anything. It will also leave the helicopter shooting here with all their shots instead of doing something useful. Yeah, they see all the infantry. Okay, I might get an actual fight out of this still. Can't shoot at the intelligent target, so I need to reposition myself. Okay, then on the anti-tank action. Could shoot at the Havoc, not sure if that's a great idea. It would be an anti-air machine gun fire. The problem is the shots. Don't have a huge amount of shots, and there's a lot of tanks coming our way right now. Okay, again, another kill that is very, very important to us. Lowered the morale quite a bit. So the northern group probably isn't going to be able to do all that much. We might have to do something about... Oh, he's retreating. Okay, that's great. Not amazingly good, but I think letting him retreat is the best option for us. The tanks are much, much, much more important. They'll likely come... oh, whatever. They'll come from where they're gonna come from, and not much I can do about it. We could... I'm not gonna do a goddamn thing. Drive it away. Took damage. That is important. That is very, very important. Not much I can do. I might be able to... A BMP would be a more likely success story with us. I might have a weapon that actually can destroy one. Yeah, it was a little bit of a long shot, but had to take it. No worthwhile targets. The helicopter is not gonna basically leave a... I need to drive it away or we're gonna die anyway. I think it's better to just fire it. We could go next to it and shoot at it. No, it's buttoned, it can still react fire, right? I think that's the best choice we can do now. It's not gonna achieve much, but at least something. Might be better for us to ditch the location. No, if these tanks come to kill me, my own tanks can fire at them. So it's not as easy as just driving at them and killing them. We'll have to do something a little bit more involved than that. I need to see the RPG-17s. These guys will more or less be killed without them being able to do anything, right? The infantry, enemy infantry is getting a bit too close here. Too close for comfort. Yeah, I need to get more troops there to counter them. That was pretty much our last anti-air missile defense we had. One of their attack helicopters exited the map. That's a pretty big deal. I lured a helicopter to fire at me. Again, we always know that helicopters don't have a huge amount of ammunition, so the more they waste on something like this, the better it is for us. And it is a waste. Gigantic waste. They're also terrible shots, apparently. Okay, anything going around here? Well, mostly we're blind, apparently. Can't see anything going on. We know they're there, though. Not a good place for them either. They know if they show their faces, we're gonna shoot it off. They without a doubt will see at least my tanks. So they know they're there. And I could easily get rid of the infantry with this. Don't think it's worth it. It has 4 shots though, meaning that it's gonna not be all that useful anyway, no matter what happens. And we are going to start losing infantry if we just keep ignoring these, so maybe I should just take the shot. Their chances of countering helicopters with this is pretty low anyway. At the same time, they at least have 3 attack helicopters still operating here, so a little bit of suppression fire from this could basically be the difference between winning and losing. Russians dead. Tank totally dead. Oh no, this is bad. We're not hitting anything. They have 3 tanks at least in position now. 4. And ooh. And you failed an assault. Infantry got. Right, this is probably very good for us though, because we're in a fairly good position to take care of the remaining opponents. And they fired quite a lot at us. Meaning they can't do all that much. I do need to do something about the infantry though. The main problem I have with the infantry is that my vehicles are using the time and effort to try to shoot at them. So they don't really have a huge amount of ability to react to anything anymore. Well, you at least hit something. Wrong squad, but something. Why in the 9 hells can't you fire at it? You have a range of 10. They're at range 11. Okay. I can accept that. Do we even have a Strela team too? This went better than I thought. Might even be able to shoot at a goddamn helicopter. It's not gonna hit. It's so far away. Yeah, I'd rather save the shots because there are only 5 turns left. It'll take another turn at least for it to get to anywhere near relevant area. So if we can drive it away for a couple turns, it'll basically be a deciding thing. Why can't I see anything there? We killed the infantry that took it. If I could get this to operational condition, I couldn't, right? Well, I gave it a try. You! Out of ammunition, excellent. At least you shot at helicopters for most of your life. These guys are not really a threat anymore. Although, doesn't look like there's any kind of a push to come down here, so we might as well take an opportunity to try to neutralize these guys. They're pinned or retreating for the most part, but Not all of them. Right, that's a huge amount of casualties on them. They're not gonna get over that. Okay, I feel like we're basically done with the southern infantry assault there. If we don't get a decent amount of kills, there's no way we can stay here. No. No way, no way. Yep, we're gonna have to abandon these positions. We got a perfect chance to get something done. We are not doing shit. Or we are hitting, but we have armor-piercing ammunition instead of the heat ammunition. So, not getting through. I guess it's better than the heat, because the game prefers to use it. Just not a goddamn thing happening. And no real suppression either, that's the real kicker here. I need a kill. Oh god. Button, button, button. It's not enough to hold our positions, but at least it's something. These guys are also dead if they stay here, so I think I would still prefer them to shoot at that. Right. Whatever happens, we cannot stay here. Same here. We can go closer though. We don't have to necessarily retreat. These guys can probably see infantry only, right? A bit risky here though. But if they come here and shoot me in the ass, they'll in a bad position too. What will happen here? Nothing. Okay, that might be the best place for us then, because it'll change how they have to fight. They're with the couple of tanks coming at their side and rear. They're not in a exactly great position either. Can't just ignore something like that. Still, it's not a great position for us to be either. The zoo will die, which is fine. It'll save other units. Holy shit. Delay them for one extra turn, more or less. Last stand. Buying us time. Yeah, they're now in crossfire. That's not a good position to be in. We don't have a huge amount of weapons that could possibly take them out though, so it's not exactly a huge problem either. Why the fuck can't you hit a goddamn thing? Right, I think we're suppressing them enough at least that they're not going to be able to attack anymore. There's like one squad still at ready condition, and that's to, yeah, disperse. So they're not going to be able to do anything anymore. There's this retreat. Still, you were supposed to protect the flag, so don't stare at the tank asses too much. That havoc is a problem. It'll see everything for one thing. This RPG team might be able to shoot at that tank a little. Someone's going to have to take a shot at the havoc. Has to be you, really. Just drive it away for a little while. We can't really do much with these guys, so my plan of using them in some kind of attack is certainly not gonna work. Target the BM. Ooh. Right, this is not a great position to be anymore. Two retreating. I think this might be the only time we can to retake this. Right. Excellent. I know their chance of this working is pretty low, but I'll have to take it. Also, maybe our only chance to get the RPG-7 to ever to even successfully hit at something. 8% chance of hitting. That's with the RPG-7, so yeah, good luck with that. At the same time, I think the extra fire might be the best thing we can get out of this guy ever, so I'll take it. Suppression, well, let's see if we can get something down. They are retreating after all, so might not be a horrible thing to try to do to maintain these positions now. Now we have 12 shots and it's retreating. Yes. This could be our only chance to reposition the tanks here in a way that they might be able to contribute to future tank fighting. I'm not sure if I want to fire at anything specifically, but I might as well take a shot. Got really nothing to lose here. I'd be able to get it to routed status. I think with the BMPs, yeah, the infantry is no longer an issue, so I think we should change our location a little bit. We need to cover these flags, that's more or less the point. Also, I'll take the other one here. We want to be able to use the missiles against these units. Target him. I shot simply to have a higher accuracy of hitting on the next turn. Shit. I actually like the tank fight because both sides have inferior ammunition, so it's a huge struggle to kill things in one army. Holy shit, infantry doing the impossible. Also, helicopters wasting their last shots on infantry. They did cut the flag because of that, but I don't think that was worthwhile exchange. I think we basically pulled a victory out of this. I can't see how they could still get anything really done. BMP is firing at us. Not actually a real big problem. Right. Why are you so terrible at shooting at other infantry? Usually that's the best thing these guys can do. Now it's some kind of impossible task for them. I don't understand why. Still, they are not going to be able to get anything. They're pinned and they're so few in number, so I don't think they can move. They're basically going to retreat or hold position. Either way, it's not really a problem for me. Okay, tanks it is. We need that one to die. I actually like to start the BMPs if at all possible. They haven't seen all that much action. So if you could see some vehicle action, that would be great. So that's 3 targets. I think its armor is wearing down with every hit. That's why there's an armor rating flashing from time to time. So we keep this fight going and going, we'll get the kill eventually. Right. You're retreating. Actually, that's not too bad. I'm sort of expecting worse. Okay. Bad at all. 3. Might be an interesting thing to try to take. Try to move infantry forward. The enemy is never going to reach these sites anymore. He has like 3 turns left. But we might be able to do something useful with the infantry if we push forward. Even if it just comes with the helicopter shooting at us, because it'll save the tanks for something much more useful. Yes, that is exactly what the infantry can do, even though it doesn't have a single shot left. No infantry at all anymore that could really do anything. Survivors disperse. I think we should harass the tanks. I'm hoping for return fire more than anything. Also, hold positions in front of flags. Just force the enemy to do something. What exactly could we do? Right, we're going to go after the flags. Not sure I can actually achieve it, but probably see a reason not to try. The targets. We see enough. So our positioning isn't terrible by any means. There just aren't any real targets here for us to shoot at. Risky position to be in, but please see us having all that much of a choice. Yeah, we won this. Just a matter of how much what's the margin of victory? Yeah, they're killing the infantry, because that's the best thing they could possibly do. What exactly is the best thing that I can do? Havoc is returning. Don't think it makes sense to move the infantry in yet. We might be able to destroy one or both of them. BMPs first. How many missiles do you have? Enough. Too far away. It's probably gonna fire with the autocannon. How is it that no one can see anything useful? They're right in the perfect spot. Bad news for our infantry mainly though. Means they're gonna have to make it on their own. Which I don't think they can realistically do, so yeah. Hopefully that'll actually block them. You're in a bad spot though, aren't you? Yes, you are. Might as well fire, we're gonna die anyway. Final turns. Them scoring a few easy kills is not gonna make a difference. Now the smoke will dissipate soon, so I don't think we can particularly charge in there. But I don't see how they could possibly charge for the flags either. We could go for the flag. I don't think I want to. The thing is, There are a lot of units here that could probably here vehicles too that could react and just kill me. So all I would achieve is lose the tank defense I have here. So as far as I can tell, we might be best off just basically doing almost nothing. They clearly have no more anti-tank missiles if those helicopters ever had any. So they would have to come very close to be able to raid a tank like this. Would have to attack it through rear basically, and I don't think they can really do it. Should start harassing it with this. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't. Actually surprised it used an anti-tank missile. Either way. Successful defense. Really see what we could still do. Unless we go on the offensive, which I don't see as a smart move. We used all of our anti-air missiles. Didn't really achieve much, but we drove off the helicopters at crucial moments, so yeah, the armor is definitely whittled down. Not sure it matters anymore. Mobilized. Good enough. It means though that I won't be staying here. The tank will have an amazing angle of fire on 2 weak targets. So we'll let him be immobilized. Will be pretty much all I can do. Let's go for the flags, I suppose. I wouldn't be able to reach it yet. You didn't see anything. We could try to take down that one. Don't see why not. It's already in fairly bad condition, but so these guys might just take it down directly. If not, we can charge next to it. Right. Well, didn't work. Worth a try. Mobilize. Now return fire for some reason. Bullshit. Well, it's no longer a threat to us, I guess. So our position just got stronger, but yeah. Ukraine 1025, Russia 155. We lost more or less about an equal number of men. I lost 3 mortars and 2 tanks. I lost the anti-air machine guns or autocannons. Terrible things. He lost 4 BMPs and 6 tanks. 6. Much better for us. Marginal victory. Fine. An okay mission, fairly typical though. Nothing horrible about it, nothing amazing about it. Still much better than the last half a dozen missions we've had to fight.